How's it going, everybody? Zoinkmeister Patrick here, and this is going to be a weird little one-off video that I do. So currently, we're in the Steam Summer Sale, as you see here on the page, and they seems to have this thing where it says click here to read your story, and there's a bunch of choose-your-own-adventure things involved with this. So I figured I might as well read through them and pick my own adventure and have fun with it, and just show it off on the channel in case anyone here didn't know the Summer Sale was going on, or if you weren't aware of this little game and you want to play it for yourself. So I'm just going to show one route. I don't know if there's like multiple routes. I don't even know if you can replay them. I don't know how this is going to work at all. But if you're interested, if you have Steam, you can just go during the summer sale until July 8th, 2021 and play it yourself. So I figured it'd be fun though. If you're into this, I don't know, just a little story time, you and me. So, summer sale. It's time to forge your fate. Obviously, you are a hero. Everyone says so. But what kind? This year's summer sale is no ordinary deep discount super sale. You are about to face a gauntlet of short stories, each ending with a choice that will help classify what sort of hero you are. Choose from 2 possible actions in each of the 14 Forge Your Fate stories found throughout the sale, and receive an animated sticker as a memento of your decision. Upon completing all the stories, you'll get one of 5 unique badges reflecting your choices. So get choosing. All items must be claimed before July 8th, 2021 at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time when the summer sale comes to an end. You always knew you were a hero. It's time to find out what kind of hero you are. What do you do next? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and convert this to UTC and put it there. I read what it actually was, but isn't it 1700 UTC, I think? 5 p.m. UTC. I don't know if that's true everywhere, but it's true here. So, what do I do next? I guess we'll just start at the top and make our way through. Like I said, there's 14 stories. Hopefully they're not too long, as I hope to read through all of them in one video, ideally. I don't want this to drag on. This is a silly little event. But yeah, so anyway, browse action featuring Journey to Action Island. Your journey awaits. So you click on this, it takes you to the action page, but you want to go up here to click here to continue your story. So we're going to do that. It says continue and it says 4 in the top left, and I don't know what any of this means, but I have not touched this. I swear I have actually clicked on it, but then I backed out immediately. I have not continued. I've not read this even. So 4, Journey to Action Island. You love action. If you have one fault, it's that you love action too much. If you have 2 faults, it's that you love action too much and you're selfish. For action, you get off the plane and flex your fists and smell the air and your fists. It's a good day for action, you think, correctly. Suddenly, a massive, smooth-skinned man with a mustache and angry-looking muscles leaps from behind the plane. You, he bellows, you're going to fight, unless you have something to say about that in the next 3 seconds. What kind of hero will you become? Choose your ending wisely. Like a bell that cannot be unrung, this decision cannot be undone. If you engage the smooth-skinned man in fisting combat, turn to page 19. If you get back on the plane, turn to page 24. Okay, wow, now I have to make a decision. All right. Let's see. What do I want to do? Smooth-skinned man. I don't like that he's smooth-skinned with a like, I'm not the kind of hero who sees a guy with smooth skin and a mustache and angry-looking muscles. I don't want to fight him. I want to make love to him. Why are my choices to engage in combat or to get back on the plane? My actual choice, he says, you're about to engage in a fight. You're about to fight unless you have something to say in the next 3 seconds. Why don't I just say something? I could just say something. He just asked me to say something. I don't know. I feel like he just wants me to talk, So I'm gonna get back on the plane and hope you have a chance to talk. So here we go. Hello, I unlocked the sticker, Destination Unknown. 24, Journey to Action Island. You explained to the angry man that you only landed the plane to ask for directions to Action Island, which makes the angry man happy because no one ever asked him for directions. You, he bellows, welcome to Directions Island! He gestures enticingly towards a rack of tourist maps. You find the one labeled Action Island. Unfortunately, it's $12, which is insane. You kick the rack over and stomp back on the plane. Destination unknown. If you decide to continue your journey, turn to the Forge Your Fate page to select another genre featured there. Wait, so that was it? Oh, okay, that was pretty quick. Well, cool. All right, Forge Your Fate page. Let's see what that is. Swish wash, swish wash. I feel like I made the right choice. I made the man happy. This is what he wanted. You gotta think. This is what he wants. All right, let's keep going. I'm actually really excited. Okay, we're back at the Forge Your Fate. So we got off on Action Island. Turns out we did not get off on Action Island. We got off on Directions Island, surprisingly enough, and he was selling directions for $12, but we didn't want it. So that's unfortunate. I kind of wanted, who needs directions? We'll just go somewhere. Let's go to Adventure Island. It's similar to Action Island, but Direction Island would have been more useful. So I feel like it's a good place to go next. Also, the artwork is really good, of course, in all of these. I just want to, point that out. Also, there's going to be a random game playing down here. I don't know if that's copyright. Probably not. I'm just going to leave it there. Also, there's no sound except for me. So if you like my luscious tones, then good for you. Okay, 5. I don't know what those numbers are. I swear they seem arbitrary. I looked around, poked around at all the different ones to see if I could find the number 1, and I could not. So that's why we're doing these in order. All right, the Forever Door. You wake up in a bare room, ready for casual adventure. Unfortunately, the door is locked. You search around for the key. There is no key. But you do notice there are 6 key-shaped parts hidden around the room. What kind of hero will you become? Choose your ending wisely, like a bell that cannot be unrung. This decision cannot be undone. All right, so if you collect the key-shaped parts, turn to page 20. If you try to figure out another way out of the room, turn to page 45. Let's see if we can figure this one out. So, door's locked. Search around for key. There's no key. Do notice there's 6 key parts hidden around the room. If I already see the 6 key-shaped parts, like I notice them, I'm like, oh yeah, there's clearly 6 key-shaped parts hidden around the room. Not hidden, I see them. I already found them. It's too late. I feel like just grab them, right? Try to figure out, you collect the 6 parts. Yeah, just like, why not, right? Let's start there. If I have a key, I'll take the key. I mean, there might be another way out of the room. There might be a door like right behind me that doesn't require a key, but or a window. Like, I'm not gonna break a window if I know where all 6 key parts are. It's kind of weird that the key's broken up into parts. I don't know how I'm gonna stitch them back together. But I might as well grab them. I don't know. It's worth a shot, right? I think it's more fun to, if I know where they are. I don't know. I wouldn't look for them if I already knew where they are. All right, let's collect them. Oh no, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that even a little bit. The Forever Door. You find all the key parts and chew them together. Chew them together until they are a wadded up mess of lead and teeth. No, why? Why did I do this? You mash this into the keyhole several times, but the door pretends it doesn't understand what you want to do.
Open, stupid!
Suddenly, you clutch your stomach and start vomiting. Lead poisoning! They can't ignore this. Just as you planned, paramedics unlock the door and race to your twitching body to restart your clever heart. Success! Next stop, another room, probably in the hospital. Wow, okay, if you decide to continue your journey. So I chose the dumb option here. Apparently, they didn't tell me that I was going to mash the pieces of the key together with my teeth. I feel like that would have been worth noting. I would have definitely looked around if my only option was teeth. But here we are. Paramedics came, though. I guess I'm safe. It's not that bad. I don't know, do you die instantly of lead poison? How quickly does lead poisoning kill you? That's a real question. I am not a doctor. Anyway, not happy with that sticker. Not gonna lie, not happy with that sticker. But let's see what's next. Yeah, I don't like that sticker even a little bit. Next is the role-playing games, which I feel like I'm doing all of this role-playing, so perfect category. This is, the Forever, I don't get how the Forever Door had it, whatever, it doesn't matter. The Heir of Ebon Maro. I'm gonna guess it's Ebon Maro, I don't know. Anyway, more great imagery, of course. 17, the Heir of Ebon Maro. You have assumed the role of a fictional person who's better than you in every way. You look in the mirror and admire your improved face. So much better than the older, fatter, uglier face you usually see when you look at things like that. Ew. You pull up your stats. Nice. You fiddle with your stats a bit as your muscles bulge and shrink and the brain in your head gets bigger and smaller. You give yourself maximum stealth and suddenly forget where you are. You put it back to normal and give yourself brown hair. Nice. Time to reclaim your birthright. The helmet of Ebon Maro. Right, after you choose some facial hair and a vest. What kind of hero will you become? Choose your ending wisely. Like a bell that cannot be unrung, this decision cannot be undone. If you decide you're ready enough, turn to page 24. If you take your time to carefully consider facial hair and vest, turn to page 44. Honestly, if we're being honest here, the way I play RPGs, I spend so much time in the character creator. I think when I played Mass Effect, the very first time I played it, the first time I sat down, I just created a character. And then by the time I was done, it had taken me so long that I didn't have time to play the game. I just turned it off. And then the second time, I did play the game. But, so I'm the person who will fidget. Actually, the Attack on Titan game, the official one, Attack on Titan 2, that I posted on this channel, I didn't create a character. I just flew through the character creator. I think I did I just used the default. But anyway, I went back and spent a solid hour plus working on that character, so now it looks like kind of what I wanted to look at. And then I went back and then worked for another 30 minutes fixing it. So, yes. 44. The Heir of Ebony Maro. You give yourself a neon red Van Dyke, a mohawk, and a cloth waistcoat. You spend a few hours deciding on the color. You settle on chartreuse. It looks great. Unfortunately, now it's time for bed. 8 hours, no day off. You slam your eyes shut and start sleeping. Your birthright will still be there tomorrow. Yeah, that's literally me. That was literally the story I just told. This is exactly correct. I will accept that about myself. Although if I was role playing as someone else to get away from my own life, then wouldn't I role play as a person who doesn't spend that much time on my character? So maybe I made the opposite choice. You know, I role played as myself, which I feel like isn't the point of role playing. So I don't know. It might have been the wrong choice. Anyway, next one is strategy, Clash of the Tyrants. Ooh, that's a nice picture. I mean, they're all nice, but, you know, that one's a nice picture. All right, let's continue our story. Isn't that I don't know if anyone knows My Hero Academia. I want to say it's the season 3 theme song, where it's like, actually, how does it go? I don't know, anyway, it's called like My Story or something like that. Your one and only, and it's not important. All right, number 7, Clash of the Tyrants.
Alexander the Great, Napoleon, Sauron. What do these men all have in common? They were the greatest military minds in Middle-earth, and none of them could read. That's where you come in. Can you teach Sauron to read? It ain't gonna be easy, friend. Sauron's too proud to admit he's illiterate. Napoleon's too short to read. Which, I don't know what those things have to do with each other. It's not important. Alexander the Great doesn't even speak English, which you don't need to do to read, but, you know, again, these are problems. It's an epic strategist showdown to see who can read Watership Down first, and it's all on you. What kind of hero will you become? Choose your ending wisely. Like a bell that cannot be unrung, your decision cannot be undone. So, if you apply a hands-on teaching style, turn to page 33. If your teaching style is more intellectual, turn to page 43. All right, so hands-on teaching style. I don't know what that means. I don't like it. I don't like the sound of it. It's kind of creepy. If your teaching style is more intellectual, I feel like my teaching style is probably more intellectual, especially if I'm teaching people to read. What the heck is hands-on teaching people to read? Like, it's like, I want you to feel the letters. Feel them between your fingers. Now caress them deeper. Really get in there. Oh yeah, those are letters, aren't they? That's what we call English, baby. Oh yes. Oh, we're gonna be reading in no time. Yeah, again, no hands-on reading, intellectual. Really? I don't like where this went. I feel like I should have been hands-on, but we'll see. I don't even want you idiots to read Watership Down, you say, throwing the book in the toilet, because you can't, and you never will. Sauron burst into tears. Alexander the Great and Napoleon rushed to his side to comfort him, united in their hatred for you. Bingo! Your reverse psychology worked. Fueled by a desire to spite you, the trio doesn't just read Watership Down. They write the sequel, which you might know as a little movie called Lord of the Rings. You guys, your little men, they did it. Especially Napoleon. He was especially little. It's actually average height for the time. All right, next one. I actually did like that ending. I didn't like the thing I got with the toilet. I get it, but like I did like that ending. Actually, I am kind of proud. I don't know why that's the intellectual approach, but it worked. Not how I would teach, probably, but the other one probably would have been worse. So, you know, who can say? Who can say? All right, next we have simulation. This is the savior of, I missed it. I'm going to say it here in a second. You know, great imagery. All right, the savior of Centauri 6. While playing your favorite spaceflight sim, Savior of Centauri, your concentration is broken by a knock at the door. An alien in a tight-fitting purple robe tells you he's scattered copies of Savior of Centauri throughout the galaxy, looking for a champion to fight Baron Fornax. And while your high scores aren't very impressive, you're middle of the pack on your best day. He couldn't help but notice how well you pause the game when you give up. When I find my champion, he tells you, the greatest player of Savior of Centauri the galaxy has ever seen, the person whose raw, simulated piloting skills will out-dogfight Baron Fornax and save a grateful universe from extinction. Could you pause their game for them when they get tired? What kind of hero will you become? Choose your ending wisely. Like a bell that cannot be unrung, this decision cannot be undone. If you grab the alien and yank him inside,
turn to page 30. If you agree to the Grand Champion's Pause Master, turn to page 41. Why would I yank him inside? I missed... Oh, just because I don't want him on the street. So either I pull him into my house, or I agree and leave my family behind. What am I, Cookie Cat? Leave my family behind? It's a little Steven Universe reference for you. Okay, so what would I do? Here I am. Once again, I'm torn into pieces. Not like that key that I mashed together with my teeth, but like a person who is approached by an alien because I played a game that I'm okay at, but I'm very, very good at pausing. Do I become the official pauser? I feel like I would like to... No, I'm not Adam. I was gonna say, I feel like I'd like to see the stars. I'd like to see the aliens out there. I'd like to know more about the universe. But I honestly am not that kind of person, usually. So, would I grab him and yank him inside, though? That's violent. I wouldn't be violent, that's for sure. I'd be amazed. Yeah, I'd probably agree. Yeah, what do I got going in my life? Yeah, I'll agree. It's probably more fun than talking to you guys. Am I right? Hey, I'm doing a little dance. You can't see me, but you gotta believe it. Whoa. Hey, all right, we're gonna agree. See what happens. I want to see the stars. Okay, bus ride, interesting. 41, Savior of Centauri. On the day of the big universe-saving Savior of Centauri battle, the four knacks waiting patiently behind his personal computer on the other end of the gymnasium. Guess who doesn't show up? You. That's because you also didn't show up for the non-simulated court-ordered traffic school, and the county suspended your driver's license. So guess who's going to have to take the bus? You. But now guess who's never ridden the bus and doesn't know how bus riding works? Well, with a sense of impending doom, you once again guess. You. Still, you screw up your courage, stumble to the corner, and step gingerly into the first bus that arrives, trying to stay calm. It works. But then your lack of experience catches up to you, and you fall out of the bus. You're still 3 blocks from your stop. Can you manage it in time to save the universe? Not without a bus, that's for damn sure. You tell your stony-faced group of Metrosoft vice presidents of bus simulator story development. Silence. Then the soft sound of weeping. You are the best writer. What? I did not follow that. Real confused. Okay, I put it together. So this whole thing was a pitch to the vice presidents of Bus Simulator for a potential story in their game. Where, I see, so Bus Simulator is a game where you assumedly ride buses around, and the story objective is that you're trying to save the universe by being the best game pauser for this alien, and so you have to get on a bus in order to do that. That's the story behind why you're playing the game Bus Simulator. And so the silence and then the soft sounds of weeping are from the story development vice presidents who cry because your story is so good because you're the best writer. I still didn't like it, but I get it now. That took me too long. All right. Next one. Sports and racing featuring car biscuits. Journey awaits. That's another nice little picture there. All right. Number 8, car biscuit. Oh boy. Andretti. Earnhardt. Racer X. All great names in racing, but even their considerable driving skills pale in comparison to those of corgi sensation Mr. Peanut Muffin. However, after a long 49-year career, 20 minutes in human years, and a recent stirring of crushing defeats, MPM has decided that his next race will be his last. As a member of the famed Racers Pit Crew, you are determined to ensure that your boss wins his last race. So this is a reference to a previous summer sale. I believe it was 2019 summer sale, where they had a bunch of different race teams. I was on Team Bird. I don't remember what the bird was, like parakeet or something like that. But I don't know. I was on that team, Cardinal or something like that. I don't remember what it was. I was on that team. I was not on Team Corgi, so honestly don't care. Anyway, what kind of hero do you become? Choose your ending wisely. Like a bull that cannot be unrun, your decision cannot be undone. That was a mess. All right. If you remind him that he's a good boy and that he still has it, turn to page 39. If you sabotage his competitors, turn to page 47. I'm the kind of guy who says good boy, and that he still has it. I'm an encourager. I'm not a cheater. You know what they say? They never prosper. That's what they say. I'm not saying it's accurate. That's what they say. 39, car biscuit. Encouraged by your words, the corgi gets behind the wheel and gives it his all. After an intense back and forth, the race ends in a photo finish between Mr. Peanut Muffin and his long-standing cat rival, Diana, Patrick's cat. That's awkward. While waiting for the official result, the corgi holds his head as high as 1,000 years of inbreeding will allow. Win or lose, this race will be remembered forever. Ooh, I kind of like that. I don't have a cat named Diana. Danica. Sorry, Danica. Danica. That's your name, and I am mispronouncing it both of those ways, then I apologize. But I do not have a cat named that. So it's kind of awkward that Danica Patrick's cat. Is that her last name is Patrick's? Cat rival Danica Patrick's cat. No, I imagine. Oh, it's your dog, Mr. Peanut Muffin versus Danica Patrick's. Patrick's her last name. Cat, who goes unnamed. And it's even. Okay. I'm confused. Maybe it wasn't a reference to the other stuff. I don't know. We're moving on. All right. We still have a lot of these to go. Okay, so next one is Browse Horror featuring The Mystery of Spider Cave. Let's find out. 3. The Mystery of Spider Cave. If there's one thing you were scared of, hoo boy, is it spiders. Some might call it a bad idea to walk into Spider Cave. Some might call you an idiot. Some are calling you an idiot, loudly, but you can barely hear them over the sound of you falling over a precipice into the web of a giant spider. Oh no! Do something, you idiot! What kind of hero will you become? Choose your ending wisely. Like a bell that cannot be unrung, this decision cannot be undone. If you use your muscles, turn to page 18. If you use your brain, turn to page 25. And if you're a true king that works out both, then turn to page infinity. No, that's not an option. I'm a nerd. I'm not going to muscle out my way out of a spider thing. What am I? It's not going to work, but whatever. Ew. You use your brain. Your voice brain, that is. Say spider. You say craftily. How about a game of riddles? If I win, you free me. If you win, you can lay eggs in my chest. I'll go first. 30 white horses stand on a red hill. First they chomp, then they stomp, then they... The spider jams its oviposterior down your throat and lays 30 eggs into your chest. Round 1 of the riddle contest goes to the giant spider. Yeah, that was a bad idea. But to be fair, it's a giant spider. Does it lay giant webs? I imagine you can't get out. I don't know. I don't know what the opposite end is. See, I'm locked in, you know? Once the bell is rung, it cannot be undone or something. Brains was probably a bad idea. I feel like I got the bad ending here and here. Probably. But so far, everything else feels like the good ending, maybe? I mean, here I sold a pitch, so, that's not a bad ending. Here I was successful. So yeah, no, I mean, this one, I guess, was technically the bad ending. It was just the accurate ending, though, so I don't see it as bad. Okay, Browse Survival featuring Survive Superbike Island. Radical. And again, if you want to see the other sides of this, I can't undo it, so you have to go and play it yourself on Steam. It's free. There's no catch, as far as I know. If you have Steam, you just go and you just do it. You just click a button. It's fun. It's fun. You already know what the story is. You already know half the story. You don't have to read this part. You just make your decision. I'm doing half the work for you. What you doing with your life? All right. Number 9. Survive Superbike Island. Your machete hacks through the dense jungle as you race for the airship. You'll never make it, you think, and push the thought out of your head, down into your chest. You'll never make it. You push the thought further until it settles down in your thighs somewhere. Good. You make it just fine, you think. Just avoid the superbikes at all costs. In the distance, you can hear the roar of the superbikes. Occasionally, above the jungle canopy, you see a superbike do an awesome flip. You'll never make it, your thighs think. Those flips are too radical. Shut up, your mouth says. But you all know it's true. What kind of hero will you become? Choose your ending wisely. Like a bell that cannot be unrung, this decision cannot be undone. If you brute force your way to the airstrip, turn to page 31. If you try to outwit the superbikes, turn to page 38. So I keep choosing the brain options instead of the brawn options because I'm not a brawny dude. I feel like it wouldn't work out for me personally. I mean, I guess this is a fictional story and it's going to work out however they say it's going to work out. But I'm the kind of guy, again, like if I'm going to choose the outwit, just to see what happens. And could be cool. That looks kind of cool. 38, Survive Superbike Island. You start cutting down trees until you have enough wood to build a crude ramp. You position it out over a gorge. Your handmade bamboo superbike whistle echoes through the jungle. Poot, weed. One by one, the superbikes streak out of the jungle, mount the ramp, and perform sick motocross tricks while plunging into the gorge. Even the superbikes that saw what happened to the first superbikes do it. They can't help themselves. Too radical. You have survived the day, but dusk approaches, and with it, the night bikes. You'd better start foraging for garlic. I like that ending. That was manly. Made me feel something right here in the chest. Become hairier. Oh, yeah. Glad I tried to outthink it, though. That was radical, dude. All right. Browse open world featuring the Assassinaire. Ooh, fun. Okay, 10. The Assassinaire. You're a 2nd century hired killer in the Byzantine Empire. But what your rich clients don't know is that you're also Zeus, father of all Greek gods living in the mortal world. But there's a problem. Poseidon wants you dead. There's also another problem. You're a member of the Knights Templar sworn to protect the bloodline of Christ. There's a lot of problems, even for Zeus. But there's an even worse problem. The local storekeeper needs you to find 100 feathers scattered around the city before he'll sell you a clay pot, which you apparently need, even though they're everywhere. Anyway, good news is, looks like your boring feather hunt will have to wait, because there's an angry mob of Byzantine guards looking outside the pottery store. Going to have to quietly assassinate them all, or find them 50 feathers each for some reason. Are feathers currency in the Byzantine Empire or something? Who knows? What kind of hero will you become? Choose your ending wisely. Like a bell that cannot be unrung, this decision cannot be undone. Either you fight your way out of the store, or you find the guard's feathers. Okay, so if I'm in the store, right, then these feathers must be in the store with me. Because it's not like I can just run around for hours collecting feathers to give to the guards to leave the store. Right, they're all in the store. So the smart decision would be to collect these feathers that are apparently in the store everywhere. But if I were actually playing a game like this, and I was given the option to collect feathers or fight my way out, actually I don't know what I would do. I might try to find the feathers just because it sounds more interesting than fighting. I assume you do a lot of fighting, but it sounds like you do a lot of feather collecting, because I have to collect feathers for the pot. So anyway, I don't want to collect more feathers, so let's try fighting, because it seems to be the more unique option, I guess, in this case. Wow, okay. 27. The Assassinaire. You silently assassinate them all in the street, in broad daylight, and you're dragging the last one into the giant body pile under the street's only shadow. You trip and accidentally sit on the vial with the blood of Christ in it, so now you've got a new problem because the Knights of Templar are not going to be happy about this. So I feel like we made the right decision, I guess. We didn't have to, I don't know, this feels like, I don't know. I legitimately have no idea. We made a decision, and that's what's important. Now, up next, we have the sci-fi and cyberpunk, which is interesting. I feel like cyberpunk is just the one game, but no, I'm sure there's other, I'm just kidding. I know there's others. Hack attack on Cyber City. This doesn't look super cyberpunk, so, I mean, more sci-fi than cyberpunk in this particular picture, but 11, hack attack on Cyber City. It is the year 2029! Cygen Tech owns 99.999% of the world's most precious non-renewable resource, IP. You are Enzo Monowire, owner of the only fictional character not controlled by Cygen Tech. Marmaduke, a large cartoon dog popular in the 1950s. But now Cygen Tech has a Netflix deal, and they're coming for you. It doesn't actually tell me to do the synthesizer this time, but I know Marmaduke. I don't like it. I read it, though, often. I read comics, Sunday comics, I guess, every Sunday, and Marmaduke's one of them, and so I read a lot of Marmaduke. I don't like it every time I read it. I don't think they're very good, but I do know what it is. I do get the reference. So if any of you don't get the reference, this is Marmaduke. He's a big dog, and he does big dog things. He's a very smart big dog, and he's very successful at being a big dog, generally speaking. And that's the whole comic. It's like, oh, Marmaduke, you're doing big Marmaduke things. Crazy. What kind of hero will you become? Choose your ending wisely. The bell cannot be unrung. This decision cannot be done. So, anyway, sorry, tangent about Marmaduke here. But, yeah, no, it's just, I mean, every single comic is just like, Marmaduke wants this to happen. Oh, the owners don't want that to happen. Oh, Marmaduke gets his way. Oh, the owners don't care. So, anyway, if you confront Cygen Tech, turn to page 28. If you tried to outwit Cygen Tech, turn to page 46. All right, so, it's a tough question. So if I were actually in a scenario where I own the only original IP, Marmaduke, in the whole world, what would I, and this company that owns everything else comes after me, can I outwit them? I feel like I can't outwit them. I feel like that's literally impossible. I can confront them, because I'm not going to be, no guarantee I'll be successful, but outwitting just sounds like an impossible task, whereas confronting them, it's easy enough to be like, what's up, come at me. I'll probably die, but I don't know. It feels more doable. Outwitting just try to outwit versus you successfully confront. So I'm going to confront. You arrange a meeting with Cygen Tech, just so you can laugh at their greedy faces with your smug cyber mouth. They stalk into the conference room and surround you on all sides. Without warning, they offer you $37,000. You laugh at their faces, as planned. Then accept instantly. You had no idea Marmaduke was worth that much money. You have dinner at a nice restaurant while leafing through a catalog of futuristic mid-tier sedans. $37,000 is not nearly enough money for the only original IP on the planet. So, bad choice, I guess. I can't believe I cashed out at such a low value. Like, that shows them like counting money in the top left. I thought I was gonna be like a millionaire. I thought it was set for life. That's crazy. All right. I guess I didn't try to outwit them. Maybe if I tried to outwit them, I would have been like bid higher or something. I don't know. All right. I was disappointed by that one, actually. I didn't like that choice. Kind of wish I'd chosen the other one just to see. All right. Browse Mystery and Detective, featuring the case of the gun in your face and the shrew in your shoe. Mystery. All right. Here we go. This is a fun picture. All these pictures are fun, but you know I am. All right. 13. The case of the gun in your face. Like all great detectives, you got a mystery on your hand. Who is this guy, and why is he pointing a gun at your face? Well, I paid you $37,000 to find out who killed my brother. He snarls. Oh, right, this guy. You did, I agree. It was hard, and I gave up. You're pretty sure you've got some points coming your way for the honest appraisal of your skills, but instead he just points the gun more. What kind of hero will you become? Choose your ending wisely. Like a bell cannot be unrung, this decision cannot be undone. So, here's what I'm thinking. 37,000 is suspiciously the exact same number as the previous thing. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know if this is uncreative or 37 has a meaning. Is the 37th summer sale? I have no idea. But if you wrestle the gun away, turn to page 26. If you take the case again, turn to page 40. I would not try to wrestle the gun away. That sounds like a recipe for getting shot. When someone points a gun at your face, you just comply until you can find the police. Unless the police are pointing the gun at your face, and then you comply until they don't kill you. I don't know. Or you fight them off and try your best not to die. It doesn't work out for everyone, though. Okay. Hey, pacifist. You agree to apply yourself this time. I'm going to get up early tomorrow and take a running start at this. You promise? This seems to pacify him, and he lights a cigarette. You tell him he shouldn't be smoking on a plane. He told you he shouldn't be waving a gun around either. Good points, all around. If you decide to continue your journey, continue. Yeah. So, I guess this is a good ending? It's kind of weird. I don't know why we're on a plane suddenly. I don't know if I missed something. Maybe a twist. I don't know. I have no idea. All right, cool. We're on a plane. Sweet. Keep moving. Space. I can't believe that's a genre, but the children of space. The space genre. I see. Like battle. Okay. Interesting. 12. The children of space. In space, no one can hear you scream. Which is good, because that's all you've done for the last 6 days. Your top shelf oxygen ran out on day 2. You're down to no oxygen. The dollar store, pork flavored air. Engines are down. Now you're just drifting down that dusty trail called space, when suddenly you think you can hear something above all the screaming, but you have to stop to know for sure. And that's not going to happen. Through your viewpoint, you see a small fleet of spaceships approaching, led by a larger fleet of battleships. A green face appears on your windshield. "We heard you screaming!" screams the face. "In space, everyone can hear you scream if you have that button pressed." He points at the button you've been pressing for 6 days. What kind of hero will you become? Choose your ending wisely. Like a bell that cannot be unrung, this decision cannot be undone. Isn't that good, though? Didn't we want to be found? I don't understand why it was good that no one could hear us scream. I'm very confused. If you enter into battle, press page 1. If you talk things through, why enter battle? I'm sure they showed up to help, hopefully. Peace! You scream, pressing the peace button. The green face is impressed. "No one has ever yelled at us for peace before," he says, bouncing his index fingers off each other sheepishly. "Maybe can we be friends?" Your distraction worked. You send all your missiles his way while he's busy being friends with you. Wow, okay. I don't know why it's called Peace in Space when you see the thing blowing up in the background. I mean, it was effective. Either way, I was going to blow them up, right? The other one was try to blow them up, so I say we got the good ending there. I'll take it. Not what I wanted, but I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. All right, browse roguelike featuring the never-ending dungeon. Oh boy, it's a cool picture. I feel like in order to accurately represent a roguelike, it has to show someone like dying, and then like another person behind them like staring at the dead body or something, like a Returnal situation or something. I don't know. Anyway, 14, the never-ending dungeon. Escape attempt number 3095. Curse this ever-changing dungeon, you yell, waking up in your armor. You sigh melodramatically, pouting, basically. Your steel-toed boots drag to a nearby treasure chest, where you reluctantly arm yourself with your useless crossbow and some stupid crossbow arrow sticks. Whatever, you think. It's not like I'll ever find a way out of this cursed labyrinth. Your mouse sidekick takes this moment to remind you, as she reminds you every day, that the dungeon is not ever-changing, and if you just take a minute to draw a map, no time, you bellow, clanging out of the room at full speed. What kind of hero will you become? Choose your ending wisely. Take a bell that cannot be unrung, this decision cannot be undone. If you run down the hallway marked skeletons, turn to page 22. If you walk contemplatively down the hallway marked library of maps, turn to page 35. I'm going to go to the library of maps. I am not the kind of person who's patient to do 3,000 runs without fixing something. So let's do this one. Oh, that's kind of cute. I like that sticker. 35, the Neverending Dungeon. You find yourself in the library of maps. So much knowledge. Your sidekick gasps in awe. If you gave me a few days, I'm sure I can find the answer to all of our... Are you lighting that bookcase on fire? Flames engulf the bookcase. You kick it into a pile of old books that erupt instantly, their ancient, wisdom-filled pages acting as an accelerant. Your mouse companion watches, devastated, from your shoulder, the inferno of lost knowledge reflected in her tear-stained eyes. All those books! Why? Oh my god, you guys are fire! Yells the skeleton evacuation coordinator, hurrying past the library. Leave everything in your lairs and walk to the exit. Don't run, Deborah, like we practiced. You follow the monsters single file up an emergency staircase and out into a clearing. Several goblins, clearly shaken, light cigarettes. I think the mummy caught fire, says a ghost. Who started it? That's what I want to know, says the necromancer, looking around suspiciously. You pinch your mouse sidekick's mouth shut and sneak off into the woods before they do a head count. I think that's a successful run. I think I did it. I'm going to take the W on that one. Also really, really like that sticker. All right, finally, browsing anime, the one we've all been waiting for. The anime story, Peach Pit Snap Academy. Oh boy, what a picture. Number 16, Peach Pit Snap Academy. Once you thought you had it all, a job, a family, a 2004 Honda Element, but your life was turned upside down once a talking sugar glider named Okada revealed the truth. You were actually the last living descendant of an ancient alien bloodline, and it is your responsibility to stop the vile machinations of the Black Lotus Ninja Clan. But after 200 episodes, several spin-offs, and an arch-enemy who ended up being your long-lost mind-controlled sister, you finally track down the leader of the evil ninja cult that you vowed to destroy back in episode 3, for some reason. What kind of hero will you become? Choose your ending wisely. Like a bell that cannot be unrung, this decision cannot be undone. This is our final decision, guys. If you unleash your ultimate attack, turn to page 23. If you appeal to his humanity, turn to page 42. I feel like the anime thing to do would be to appeal to his humanity, especially if it's an anime that's been running for 200 episodes. But if it were me, and if it were an anime I like, I would unleash my ultimate attack. So let's do that one. Yeah. 23, Peach Pit Snap Academy. Energy whirls around you as you focus your chi and prepare to unleash your devastating final attack. The forbidden, but technically still legal, Oblivion Technique. Minutes turn to hours. You missed your rent payment. Seasons change. You're evicted. Your niece graduates from middle school, then high school. Finally, you're ready to unleash the devastating blow that you trained half a lifetime to master. Unfortunately, your arch-rival already walked out of the line of fire of your Oblivion Technique several years ago and now owns 4 auto zones in Tampa. He and his wife and 3 adorable kids send you a card every Christmas, which you never receive because you're still preparing to fight him. You are a hero! Turn to your Forge Your Fate page to see your new hero badge. Let's see. What did I get? You are the paranormal professor. Wink, wink. Imagine if you looked at a microscope, and instead of an amoeba, you saw a ghost. It's an idea too terrifying for most scientists. That's why ghost science is so far behind the other sciences. Everyone's too scared to make discoveries. That's where you, the world's first accredited ghost scholar, come in. You like science, but you're also very brave. Congratulations, hero, you've unlocked a badge with its own avatar frame for you to flaunt your fate. Equip your new avatar frame, which I will not be doing. But that's it, guys. The end. It's nice having you here. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope this was fun. I don't know how long it went. I don't have a timer. I probably should have started a timer. But I'm excited. I enjoyed this. I thought this was fun. I kind of want to see the other endings. I'm tempted to bother Adam about it and record at his place the opposite endings. We could do that. He has Steam, and I will be seeing him before this ends, I think. Yeah, I'll be seeing him this Friday, and it ends like next Friday or something like that. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll see more of this. Not quite sure yet. But for now, that was my story. Like I said, I kind of want to show off the other end of the story if I can. If I can't, then, go do it for yourself, forge your own path. I won't be able to show all the hero badges. There's like 6 of them, so I'll only be able to show the opposite hero badge to this one. But that's pretty cool. It kind of looks like the Horcrux. If it had this line down the middle, then it would be the triangle with a circle then the line. Instead, it just kind of looks like a rip-off Illuminati, like the eyeball, but it's a circle. So I think that's kind of the idea. It's just kind of vaguely paranormal looking. Anyway, again, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you liked hearing me talk and reading whatever, then I recommend. I did the Gravity series where I read through all the characters in that game. It was kind of weird, a little awkward, has a rough start, but I don't know. It was a fun time. It was a fun time for me. I don't know about for you guys, but we of course do tons of games on this channel. It's a Let's Play channel, generally speaking. And yeah, if this isn't your first time, then hey, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed this still. This is for you. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, seriously, that's it. I don't know how long this was, but thank you. Goodbye. Zoink out.